Hi everyone, I'm going to do a scrap room video today, but before I do so, I thought I'd let you guys see the view from my scrap room window. Isn't it pretty today? Hi everyone, it's Tracy here, and I'm going to give you guys a tour of my scrap room today, so come on in. My scrap room is in my semi-finished basement, and where I'm standing right now is in the kids' play area, which is a disaster, so I'm not going to show you that area. My scrap room is all newly cleaned up, and I've made quite a few changes in the way that I organize things, so I thought I'd make a new video just to show you guys how I have things set up now. And what I'm probably going to do is break it up into sections, because the last time I did a scrap room video it was really long, so I'll try to make a series of shorter videos this time instead. So this will be the introduction and overall look at my room. I don't know about you guys, but I have a case of craft room creep going on. My craft room used to be just in here. So it was that wall there and around this U-shaped table, and that was it. Then I added a dresser and a few other things there, and then I stuck in that table because that used to be over there, so I stuck in that table and added some stuff under it as well as on top of it. And now my latest addition is actually over here. So we got this old table from Scott's Noni, and I decided that I didn't want my cricket used to be way over there in that corner. My gypsy still is, and I decided I didn't want it in my craft room because I don't use it all that often, and when I do use it, sometimes I have the kids with me, and I just thought it would be nice to have it outside, and we'll see how it goes. Anyways, so it's right here next to, this is the bookshelf that is toy storage, but look at what has happened to the toy storage. Now my idea books are also on there, and my little basket of pre-made cards and some my friend's cricket cartridge, and yeah, in here is where I keep little embellishments that it's almost all bling that I'm probably not going to use, and so I put it here and pretend that it's mine, and then when my kids want to use some of my nice scrapbooking stuff, I let them kind of take from there. So that's my little trick. Because as soon as I tell them that something is theirs, they suddenly don't want it. They only want my good scrapbooking stuff. So anyways, I'll start with the outside of my craft room. So I have this table, and it's really nice because this can flip up. I'm not going to flip it up because it's hard to put down, but this flips up and really adds to the space, to the table space, and so I can pull my cricket out and use it there. And this is my dad's old typewriter. Well, it was my mom's, but my dad bought it for her, so that typewriter has sentimental value. I have an old one that has the little arms that come up and hit the paper. This is not that kind. This is a more modern one, but it's actually way easier to use. And so even though I like the look of the old one because some of the keys are broken and it looks really interesting, I can't open it with one hand. This one is really super easy to use, so I just leave both of those plugged in and ready to go. And so I'm hoping that I'll use my typewriter a bit more now, and hopefully my cricket too. This table has this nice little drawer, and so I just put my little cricket accessories like glue stuff and extra blades and some little notes I have for myself for paper that I cut frequently. And I just hang my mats right here. So, including the long one. It just dangles behind the table. So that's what I have in that area outside of my craft room. And then I have, just right here, I keep my guillotine trimmer, which is really good for repetitive jobs when I'm making cards or invitations or something. And I just, I do this, actually belongs upstairs. I don't know why it's down here, but anyways, I just put layouts on these plate holders. And then the other thing that I've done is I've hung some layouts on the back sides of my cubes, of my Jetmax cubes, just because I'm literally, I don't have any room in my scrapbooks. I would have to buy 3 or 4 new scrapbooks just to contain all of the layouts that I have. So I've got them kind of piled up all over the place, but so anyways, and then this drawer is filled with mostly ribbon and fabric and disorganized stuff that, some beading, I do a little bit of jewelry making, and lots of fabric for the fabric flowers that I make sometimes. So that's the outside of my scrap room. And then the other really nice thing that I wanted to show you guys is that I have this nice sitting area. It's nothing fancy. It's our old coffee table and an old futon that my mother-in-law and father-in-law sleep on when they come over. But it is really nice to have a sitting area because sometimes Scott will come down here and sit and, you know, go on his iPhone and stuff, or grab my iPad. And it's nice to have company down here. So I just wanted to point that out. So this is my scrap room, and what I think I'll do is I'll just kind of go inside and tell you how it's set up, and then I'll go into more detail of each of the sections. So the first section is my die cutting area, and so this is mostly all die cutting, and then there's also embellishments there. And so I like to keep this table mostly clear so that I can, I keep my Big Shot out all the time, and then in this I keep some extra cutting mats and stuff. So this space I try to keep clear most of the time, or sometimes I'll put like some cast-offs. I work here, and so I might, you know, put some stuff I'm not sure of right there. But I try to not let that table get hugely messy. This is where the mess is, right here. Not now, but when I'm working. So this is my main working area. And so I have the Making Memories Embellishment Center, and I have 2 cubes there, and then I have my punch storage area. Most of my punches are on rails, but then I have a little shelf that I have some additional smaller punches on, and then I have my Stampin' Up! Punches all in those boxes on their sides. And then I just have some cast-offs and stuff like that. This is new. I just put this shelf up here. This was in my daughter's bedroom, but she got a new shelf. And so I put all my Stampin' Up! Clear stamps on there, and my Cricut cartridges. And in that orange basket are my Adirondack color washes and some art supplies like multimedium and gesso and stuff like that. And I keep like water and alcohol and that kind of stuff right there for if I need it. And then my colored pencils, and that's all like camera supplies and stuff, and a couple of extra stamped images. Then over here on this side of my U-shape is where I keep my trimmer out, and sometimes I'll put my recycling just right there, so I can just literally scooch things right into the recycling. So that's really nice. And then I keep my Gypsy on that little park bench thing. And then my Martha Stewart scoreboard I just have hung up there. And that's where I put my iPad when I use it. This is my alphabet center right here. So I've got thickers and like big stickers, little stickers, and then my letter stamps and my chipboard alphabets are right there. Up on the top shelf is mostly just decorative and stuff I hardly use. There's some ATCs and some ATC making stuff in that box there, and then those other 2 boxes are just empty and not put up there very well by the look of it. So yeah, so that's another workspace right there. Whenever I have somebody with me, they usually will sit there if I have one person. That's just my back room, and I do keep a couple of things back there, but just like cardboard and that kind of stuff. And then this is my mostly paper, but also ribbon, and my Clip It Up is over there. So so yeah, this is just an assortment of Jetmax cubes, and I keep my paper both horizontal and vertical. My paper's kind of random right now. I don't have a very good system for it at all. But yeah, so, and then in this closet, I just have one of these Sterlite containers that I keep like Bind It All stuff and ephemera and just like extra stuff that I don't need to have access to. And then the rest of that closet is just my Christmas storage. So, all right, so if you want to see more detail, you can watch the subsequent videos. But if that's all you want to look at, thanks for watching my craft room tour. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want some ideas on, how I store my stuff and the system that works for me, keep on watching.